Hello friend, it's Mark out on the back 40, and today is December 15th here on the west side of Michigan, and I am just wandering around. I got done with work a little bit early today and decided that it was such a nice day today, I'm going to get out on the property and look. Okay, so normally I don't come out on the property till after hunting season is done, but I think we're almost done. Janice got her buck, Lisa got her buck, I got a couple of bucks, so we're pretty good there. The only thing that's left is should probably take a doe or two, just to kind of help out the farmers around this area. There's a lot of deer now, and so we probably need to do our part. So haven't done that yet, but we've got till the end of the year to do that. But anyways, so I got out on the property and just want to kind of review some of the food plot stuff that we've been looking at this year as far as structure. I just want to kind of give you an update, show you what's going on, and give you some of my thoughts. You are looking at the west blind on our property, and this food plot right here is the food plot where I do most of the videos and a lot of the experiments, but we also have another food plot with another blind on it called the Sahara that we also do experiments on because it's very dry and very challenging. Okay, so anyways, the reason I want to do it here is because around Labor Day, I did the last video that allowed myself to be on the property. After Labor Day, I'm off the property until after hunting season, which is today. One of the things, if you haven't followed the channel, what we've been trying to do here this year, I wanted to try to see if I left structure in the food plot, if that would help encourage deer movement, especially if it came to older bucks, maybe older, more mature bucks, that they would feel comfortable walking around in these food plots instead of it being wide open with just, let's say rye only 6 or 8 inches tall in here, in brassicas. We've got the taller, you can see sorghum in here, and then I would just cut these lanes, shooting lanes, and then they would walk along these edges here and feel more comfortable. So this is kind of an experimental year. It would be the second year I've had such structure out in food plots, and it was only kind of by accident the first year that I discovered, hey, I kind of think that this might have something to it, and so that's why I'm doing it again this year. But we had a problem in August that I planted all of this that you see over here was planted in the spring, and so it grew up. And then in August, it's all nice and tall, this whole everything here, and then I have to okay, now I need to plant my fall crop of brassicas and rye and clover and that kind of stuff. How am I going to do that? Because I drill it in. And after some deliberation, and you can go back and watch the video, some deliberation, I decided I'm just going to drill in right through the standing sorghum, and I hope that it all pops back up and gives structure. And it did. It pretty much did. And you can see, as I'm standing here right now, you can see the edge. Here we are in December, pretty much almost post-hunting season, and there's still standing structure in here. Now, it's not super tall. If I get kind of down here, squat down like this, you can see, a deer's back is going to be, it's probably hard to see on the video, but if there's a deer standing in here with its head down in there, you won't see it, but when it pops its head up, you would see it, just to give you an idea how tall this is in here. So there is still structure. How did we do on actually growing food in here? Well, I think we did pretty good. If I just kind of grab this right here and zip right down, so here's a row, and you can see they're nipping off the rye, and then there's some clover in there. And even if we go into, let's just pick a spot here, let's step into even in the taller spot. Okay, well, you can see here's a brassica here. I can't see if there's a tube down in there. Yeah, and you just kind of walk around in here. You can see a little bit of, there's weeds, but a little bit of clover here and there. There's another brassica right over there. So there's some stuff down in here, down inside there. I can't say that I've ever seen the deer down in here eating this, but it's also because I can't see any of the structure from any of the blinds, because wherever I can see out in the food plot from a blind, I have it mowed. So so they might be in there like crazy, I don't know. But so anyway, so there's kind of what it looks like. Now, what have the results been? Man, I'd like to say that it worked great, but I don't have hard data. Like, how do you anything that I say is really going to be subjective. It's going to be a judgment call. It's going to be based on my previous observations, and I'm not sure that I'm right. And then the other part is the human part of that. It says, well, maybe I just want to be right so I can tell everybody how smart I am, but I know I'm not that smart. And so I'm not sure that I can say with hard data, 100% for sure that, yes, structure in food plots works. But I can tell you that, and I can probably show you on videos here, I'll try to go back and find them and clip them in here. But 3 different times, really nice bucks have walked up these shooting lanes that we've had here before. They like wander right up the middle of the lane, and we end up getting a chance to harvest them. So would they have done that if this food plot was wide open? I can't say yes or no. I think the answer might be no. Maybe they would have just walked across real fast, but that they actually came into here, felt comfortable enough, and they walked up the lane. It wasn't too wide here. This right here is probably maybe 12 to 15 yards wide, is all the wider I want to make those. And, they walk right up here. And it happened over in the Sahara too this year with Lisa's. Walked right up one of those shooting lanes right 40 yards away from her, and she got a shot at it. So, so I can't say that would or would not have happened with or without the structure in the food plot. So a lot of mumbling, a lot of rambling on, but my conclusion is I like the structure in the food plots. I intend on doing it again next year. I'm not sure I'm going to do it with sorghum. Maybe I'll do it with Sudan grass. Maybe I'll do it with corn or a mixture of those things. I'll think about that over the winter time. But my takeaway right now is that I like the idea of having a shooting lane with food structure on each side of it out in the food plots. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And as the season goes on, I might change my mind. But that's kind of the conclusion right now. If you got any comments or questions, throw them down below in the comments here. I'll try and get back to you before I head to work. Thanks for watching.